the garden of your mind, cultivating success through self-talk. Welcome, everyone, to this special episode of the Black CEO podcast. Today, we're diving deep into the transformative power of our thoughts and words, guided by the extraordinary wisdom of Shirley Stevens. Shirley isn't just a successful entrepreneur or a motivational speaker. She's a true architect of human potential, a visionary who has dedicated her life to helping people unlock the greatness within themselves. Her insights have changed countless lives, and today we have the privilege of exploring her philosophy together. Imagine, if you will, standing at the edge of a vast, untamed field. This field stretches as far as the eye can see, filled with endless potential. Now, picture yourself with a bag of seeds in your hand. These aren't ordinary seeds. They're the seeds of your thoughts, your words, your beliefs. This field, it's your mind. And you, my friends, are both the gardener and the garden. This metaphor isn't just a poetic flourish. It's a profound truth that Shirley Stevens has not only embraced, but has seen transform countless lives, including her own. Today, we're going to explore how this simple yet powerful concept can revolutionize the way you think about yourself, your potential, and your future. But before we dive in, let's take a moment to appreciate the journey that led Shirley to these insights. Shirley Stevens didn't start out as the influential thought leader she is today. She began her journey in circumstances that many would consider challenging. Born into a family struggling to make ends meet, Shirley could have easily become another statistic, another story of potential unfulfilled. Yet, from an early age, Shirley understood something crucial. Everything has a starting place. It's not where you begin that defines you, but how you choose to grow from that point. This realization became the cornerstone of her philosophy and the driving force behind her success. Now, you might be thinking that that's all well and good for Shirley, but how does this apply to me? How can I harness this power in my own life? Well, buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey that could change everything for you. Let's start with a simple truth. Success isn't about making giant leaps. It's about taking consistent, focused steps in the right direction. Shirley shared a story with me that perfectly illustrates this point, and I promise you, it's not your typical rags to riches tale. Early in her career, Shirley faced a project that seemed insurmountable. The odds were stacked against her, and many of her colleagues had already written it off as impossible. But instead of getting overwhelmed by the enormity of the task, Shirley did something remarkable. She focused on what she could do that day, that hour, that minute. Picture this: Shirley sitting at her desk, surrounded by stacks of papers and a to-do list longer than a CVS receipt. Instead of panicking, she took a deep breath and asked herself, what's one small thing I can do right now to move forward? And that's exactly what she did. She broke the project down into small, manageable steps and tackled each one with unwavering determination. Now, I know what you're thinking. Great, another story about hard work and perseverance. But here's where it gets interesting. The biggest obstacle Shirley faced wasn't the project itself, it was the voice in her head. We all have that inner critic, don't we? That nagging voice that tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or talented enough. Shirley realized that this voice, these thoughts, were the seeds she was planting in her mental garden. And if she wanted different results, she needed to plant different seeds. This brings us to one of the most powerful concepts Shirley shared with me. You are becoming who you think you are. Let that sink in for a moment. Your thoughts, your self talk, they're not just fleeting moments in your mind, they're actively shaping your reality, your future self. It's like you're writing the script of your life with every thought you think and every word you speak to yourself. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, oh, great, another think positive and all your dreams will come true spiel. But hold on, because this isn't about slapping a smiley face sticker over your problems. This is about understanding the profound impact your thoughts have on your actions, your decisions, and ultimately your life. Think about it. How often did you catch yourself saying things like, I'm not good at public speaking, or I'll never be able to learn that new skill? These aren't just harmless comments. They're declarations to your subconscious. They're the seeds you're planting in your mental garden. Shirley emphasized the importance of watching what you think and what you say to yourself, because you are sowing seeds in your mind. Your words are the water that nourishes these seeds. So if you're constantly watering seeds of doubt, insecurity, or limitation, guess what's going to grow? That's right. More doubt, more insecurity, more limitations. But here's the exciting part. You have the power to change this. You can choose to plant different seeds. Instead of I can't, try I'm learning. Instead of this is impossible, say This is challenging, but I'm capable of figuring it out. It might feel awkward at first, even a bit silly, but remember, you're reprogramming years of habitual thinking. It takes time, but the results can be truly transformative. Let me share a story that illustrates just how powerful this shift can be. Shirley once worked with a young entrepreneur who was on the brink of bankruptcy. His business was failing, his debts were mounting, and he was ready to throw in the towel. But when Shirley asked him to describe his typical thought patterns, a light bulb went off. This entrepreneur realized he spent most of his day thinking about failure, worrying about bills, and doubting his abilities. In other words, he was planting seeds of failure and watching them grow. With Shirley's guidance, he began to consciously change his self talk. Instead of, I'm going to fail, he started saying, I'm learning and growing every day. Instead of, I can't pay these bills, he shifted to, I'm finding creative solutions to manage my finances. The change wasn't overnight, but it was profound. Within 6 months, his business had turned around. Within a year, he was not just stable, but thriving. And it all started with changing the seeds he was planting in his mental garden. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, but what about external circumstances? Surely they play a role in our success or failure. And you're absolutely right. We can't control everything that happens to us. Life will throw curveballs, setbacks, and challenges our way. But here's the crucial point Shirley made. While we can't always control what happens to us, we can always control how we respond. This is where the power of positive self talk becomes even more critical. When faced with adversity, the seeds you planted in your mind will determine how you react. If you've nurtured seeds of resilience, perseverance, and self belief, you'll be better equipped to weather the storm and come out stronger on the other side. Shirley shared a powerful analogy that really drove this point home. She said, imagine you're sailing a ship. The wind and the waves are the external circumstances. Sometimes they're in your favor, sometimes they're not. But you are the captain of that ship. You decide which direction to steer, when to adjust the sails, when to weather the storm, and when to change course. Your thoughts and words are your compass and your map. They guide you through both calm and stormy seas. This analogy beautifully encapsulates the essence of Shirley's philosophy. We may not have control over the wind, but we have control over our sails, and that makes all the difference. But let's be real for a moment. Changing our thought patterns and self talk isn't easy. It's not like flipping a switch, it's more like building a muscle. It takes consistent effort, practice, and patience. There will be days when negative thoughts creep in, when self doubt feels overwhelming, and that's okay. The key is not to aim for perfection, but for progress. Shirley suggested a simple yet effective exercise to help build this mental muscle. Each morning, before you start your day, take a few minutes to speak words of power and positivity over yourself. It could be as simple as looking in the mirror and saying, I am capable, I am worthy. I am becoming the best version of myself. It might feel uncomfortable at first, even a bit cheesy, but remember, you're planting seeds. Give them time to grow. Another powerful technique Shirley shared is the practice of reframing. When you catch yourself thinking or saying something negative, pause and ask yourself, how can I reframe this in a more positive or constructive way? For example, if you make a mistake at work and your initial thought is, I'm such an idiot, reframe it to, I'm learning and growing. This mistake is an opportunity to improve. This practice of reframing doesn't just change your immediate emotional state, it changes the trajectory of your actions. When you view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles, you're more likely to persevere, to find creative solutions, to push through. Now, I want to address something important here. This philosophy, this practice of positive self talk, and reframing. It's not about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's not about plastering on a fake smile and ignoring genuine problems. Rather, it's about approaching life's challenges from a place of empowerment rather than victimhood. It's about acknowledging difficulties while maintaining belief in your ability to overcome them. Shirley emphasized that true positivity isn't the absence of negative thoughts or emotions. It's the ability to navigate through them constructively. It's okay to feel frustrated, disappointed, or scared. These are natural human emotions. The key is not to let these emotions define you or dictate your actions. Feel them, acknowledge them, but then choose your response. This brings us to another crucial aspect of Shirley's teachings, the power of choice. Every moment of every day, we're making choices. We choose our thoughts, our words, our actions. And these choices, however small they might seem, are shaping our future. Let me share another story that illustrates this point. Shirley once worked with a woman who had been stuck in a job she hated for over a decade. Every day, she would wake up dreading work, complaining about her boss, her colleagues, her tasks. Her negative attitude not only made her miserable, but also affected her performance, which in turn reinforced her belief that she was stuck in a dead end job. Shirley challenged her to make a simple choice. For 1 week, she had to find one positive thing about her job each day and focus on it. It could be something as small as a pleasant interaction with a coworker or completing a task efficiently. At first, she struggled, but as the week progressed, something remarkable happened. By actively looking for positives, she started noticing more of them. Her attitude began to shift ever so slightly. This small shift had a ripple effect. Her improved attitude led to better interactions with colleagues, which made the work environment more pleasant. She started taking more initiative, which got noticed by her superiors. Within a few months, she was offered a promotion, all from a simple choice to change her focus. This story powerfully demonstrates how our choices, even seemingly small ones, can set in motion a chain of events that transform our reality. It's a testament to the fact that we have more power than we often realize to shape our circumstances. But here's the thing, this power comes with responsibility. If we have the ability to shape our reality through our thoughts and words, then we also have the responsibility to use this power wisely. It's not just about achieving personal success. It's about creating a positive impact in the world around us. Shirley stressed the importance of using our words not just to uplift ourselves, but to uplift others as well. When we speak words of encouragement, kindness, and support to those around us, we're planting seeds in their mental gardens too. We're contributing to a more positive, empowering environment for everyone. This ripple effect of positivity is something Shirley has witnessed time and time again. She's seen how one person's shift in mindset can transform an entire family dynamic, how a leader's positive self talk can inspire and motivate an entire team, how a community can be uplifted when its members choose to speak life and possibility into each other. As we near the end of our time together, I want to circle back to where we started. Remember the garden metaphor? Your mind is a garden. Your thoughts and words are the seeds. But here's the beautiful thing. You're not just tending to your own garden. Through your words and actions, you're contributing seeds to the gardens of everyone you interact with. So I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next week, pay close attention to the seeds you're planting, both in your own mind and in the minds of others. Are they seeds of doubt, fear, and limitation? Or are they seeds of hope, possibility, and empowerment? Choose your words carefully, intentionally. Speak life into yourself and into others. Remember, you have the power to become who you think you are. Your words are the water that nourishes the seeds in your mind. Speak words of power and positivity over yourself because you have the power to become who you think you are. In the words of Shirley Stevens, your future self is listening to what you're saying right now. Make sure you're saying something you want to become. But let's not stop there. I want to challenge you to take this beyond just a week-long experiment. I want you to make this a lifelong practice, a fundamental shift in how you approach your life and your interactions with others. Imagine a world where everyone understood the power of their thoughts and words. Imagine communities where people consistently spoke words of encouragement and possibility to each other. Imagine workplaces where leaders nurtured the potential in their teams through positive, empowering language. Imagine families where parents planted seeds of confidence and capability in their children's minds. This isn't just a feel-good fantasy. This is a vision of a world we can create, one thought, one word at a time. And it starts with you. It starts with the choices you make every day about what seeds you'll plant in your mental garden and in the gardens of those around you. So here's my call to action for you. Become a master gardener of the mind. Cultivate your thoughts with the same care and intention you would a prized rose garden. Weed out the negative self-talk, the limiting beliefs, the doubts that choke out your potential. Fertilize your mind with positive affirmations, with words of power and possibility, but don't stop there. Become a Johnny Appleseed of positivity. Spread seeds of encouragement wherever you go. Your words have the power to plant force of possibility in the minds of others. Use that power wisely and generously. Challenge the status quo of negativity that often pervades our society. When you hear others speaking words of limitation or doubt, gently offer an alternative perspective. Help them see the garden of potential that exists within them. And remember, this isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on possibility rather than limitation, on solutions rather than problems, on growth rather than stagnation. As you leave here today, I want you to remember this. You are the gardener of your mind, the captain of your ship, the author of your story. Your thoughts and words are the tools you use to shape your reality. Use them wisely, use them well, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery. Now go forth and cultivate the garden of your mind. Plant seeds of greatness, water them with words of power, and prepare to harvest a life beyond your wildest dreams. Remember, in the grand garden of life, you are both the seed and the gardener. What will you grow?